I'm going to do some multiple sequence alignments using some fairly challenging sequences. These come from hemagglutinin and neuraminidase from influenza A. Now these are the complete sets of the oldest sequences that are available in the GISAID database for the neuraminidase and the hemagglutinins across all the different subtypes. This means because they're a product of antigenic shift, they contain some very wide DNA diversities. So these are fairly challenging to align. So the first thing I'm going to do is change the directory to the folder where I'm going to do the work. So set to the working directory. I'm going to choose the directory. At the minute it starts in documents. I need downloads, and this is the folder's called MSA example NR. So open. So this is where we're going to do all of our particular work. So the first thing that I need to do is to read in the sequence. And as with creating any sort of object in R, I'm going to use the assignment function. So I'm going to call the first one I'm going to do with HA. It's going to be for the hemagglutinin sequences. So I'm going to call something HA-seq. Is the object that I'm going to create within R. And I'm going to read actually, first thing I need to do is specify the library. Silly me. So library MSA, because until I specify that, all the tools that are part of MSA won't be included in R. Right, that's done all that. That gave me a lot more warnings and interesting things. So various things have been masked. So they exist in other packages, but they are going to have a different function within this particular package, so they've been masked. So now I can input my sequences. So I'm going to create this object, which is HA-seq. Use the assignment, and then I'm going to do read, then D. DNA string set, because I've got a set of letters which make up my DNA. And then I'm going to open the speech marks and let's look at the files. What is the DNA called? It's this one. I click on it and it opens in there. That's interesting. Didn't realise it would do that. I want to use that name, so let's start typing. 224. If I press tab, it gives me an option of the two things that I can auto-complete with. I press return. So now I've got this thing within R called HA-seq. I'm going to clear this console window to make everything a bit neater and tidier. So if I click on there, it shows me what HA-seq is made up. So it is a pool, a vector containing a DNA string, length of length 0, let's type. Let's see whether we can do the alignment on it. So to do an alignment, I go create and assign a new object. So I'm going to call this HA alignment. I'm going to do the assignment of using MSA, multiple sequence alignment, the function, and I'm going to do it on, the object that I've created, which is HA-seq. Using the default substitution matrix, and now it's created HA alignment, which I should be able to look at. So if I look at the alignment, this is the cluster W aligned set of sequences. There's some questions there, which question marks, which mean the conservation is question marks. So there's no conservation at the start. Now this is a bit of a worrying alignment because it's not got all of the ATGs aligned, and that definitely should be aligned because that's the start codon. So this is suggesting that this is not a very good alignment, and we should probably look at other programs or changing the parameters to get it to be a better alignment. Now this isn't completely unexpected because cluster W is a very old program. People shouldn't still be using it. The preference is to use muscle and cluster omega.